If you have very few friends, psychology says you possess these rare strengths. Number 1, you have exceptionally high standards for who gets access to your life. Your friend count is low because your standards are high, not in a superficial way. You're not filtering for status, wealth, or popularity. You're filtering for integrity, emotional intelligence, consistency, and depth. And those qualities are devastatingly rare. You've noticed that most people are fair-weather friends. Present during good times, absent during hard ones. They celebrate your wins but can't handle your struggles. They want the fun version of you but disappear when you're going through something real. Psychology calls this conditional social support, and your nervous system has learned to detect it instantly. You're looking for people who show up, who follow through, who can hold space for difficult emotions without trying to fix you or change the subject. Who are honest even when it's uncomfortable. And you've realized that most people can't do this. So instead of lowering your standards to fill an arbitrary friend quota, you maintain your standards and accept the small circle that comes with it. Number 2, you're radically self-sufficient. Most people use friendships as emotional scaffolding. They need others to validate their feelings, solve their problems, entertain them when they're bored, and provide constant reassurance that they're okay. You don't. Research shows this trait as low social dependency, and it's far rarer than people realize. You can entertain yourself, regulate your own emotions, and find comfort in your own company without external validation. You don't need someone to text back immediately to feel secure. You don't need plans every weekend to feel like your life has value. You don't need a packed social calendar to prove you're likable. This level of independence can look like isolation from the outside, but from the inside, it feels like freedom. You've built an internal world rich enough that you don't require constant external stimulation. People mistake this for coldness or detachment, but it's actually emotional maturity. You've developed the ability to self-soothe, self-motivate, and self-validate. These are skills most people never learn because they always have someone else doing that work for them. Number 3, you process inauthenticity like a threat. If you have few friends, your brain likely has a hypersensitive detector for fake behavior. You can feel when someone is performing instead of being real, when they're saying what they think you want to hear instead of what they actually think, when they're managing their image instead of showing you who they are, and it doesn't just annoy you. It activates your threat response. Neuroscience research on social cognition shows that some individuals have heightened activation in brain regions associated with detecting incongruence between verbal and nonverbal communication. Your brain flags inauthenticity as dangerous because on some level, it is. People who lie, manipulate, or wear masks are unpredictable. You can't trust them, and your nervous system refuses to relax around people it can't trust. Most people tolerate fake friendships because they fear being alone. You've realized that being alone is far less painful than being surrounded by people who don't actually see you. While others collect acquaintances like trophies, you're sitting at home fully aware that an empty contact list is better than one filled with people who would ghost you the moment you stopped being useful or entertaining. You don't need friends who perform friendship. You need people who practice it. And since those people are rare, your circle stays small by design. Number 4, you understand that solitude and loneliness are not the same thing. This is the trait that separates you from people who are genuinely suffering from isolation. You've learned the difference between being alone and being lonely. Loneliness is a painful craving for connection you don't have. Solitude is a chosen state that restores you. And psychology confirms that people with few friends who aren't distressed by it score high on measures of autonomous functioning and internal locus of control. You've discovered that you can be completely alone and feel whole, grounded, at peace. You don't need someone else in the room to feel like you exist. You don't need constant texts, calls, or plans to feel connected to life. This isn't numbness or disconnection. It's self-completeness. You've cultivated a relationship with yourself so solid that external relationships become optional rather than essential. Number 5. You don't rely on social validation to feel stable. Many people maintain friendships because they need mirrors. They need reassurance, approval, constant feedback that they are accepted. You don't. You can sit alone without feeling erased. You don't panic in silence. You don't need constant interaction to confirm your worth. This doesn't make you cold. It makes you internally anchored. You generate stability from within, which is why you don't chase connection just to feel okay. Number 6. You would rather be alone than emotionally misaligned. This is the truth most people never say out loud. Being around the wrong people feels worse than being alone, and your nervous system knows it. So when connection requires self-betrayal, emotional shrinking, or constant performance, you choose solitude instead, not because you gave up, but because you refuse to abandon yourself for belonging. Number 7. You are comfortable with your own inner world. Many people fear being alone because silence brings them face to face with themselves. You don't run from that, you think. Reflect, analyze, create. Your solitude is often active, not empty. You write, build, research, learn, mentally rehearse life. Your inner world is rich enough that you don't need constant external stimulation. That's not loneliness. That's psychological self-sufficiency. I'll be sharing more videos like this on emotional growth, psychology, and self-understanding. Subscribe if this content resonates with you.